What's up, YouTube? Thank you for tuning back into another episode of Shotgun Sundays, hosted by your boy JWavy and my beautiful friend
Ricflo.
It's been a while since we recorded last time. I mean, a week, but a lot's happened. I went out of town, everything.
I know. I feel like a lot has happened. I mean, we weren't together for the majority of the time this week.
I know.
It's crazy.
He missed me.
Just a little.
Yeah, he missed me. No, but as we always have to do, we have to start off every episode with a shotgun. Tell us what we're drinking today.
We got twisted teas, good old-fashioned tea with alcohol.
All right.
Definitely had these before, though.
Have you ever shotgun one, though?
Nah.
I don't think I've ever shotgun one. And later on, I'll actually tell you a story about twisted teas and me. All right,
Good or bad?
Yeah, I guess you have to wait and see.
All right,
Hold
cheers.
on. Uh-oh. Jaden can't open it again. Bro, why does this always happen? Oh, there we go. Thank you, bro. Cheers, man. Love ya.
Hold up, I can get my hold up. All right, ready?
Shoot. Yep. Cheers.
That was a bad one.
That was the best one I've done so far. And it's pretty good.
It was great. Here, just clean this up.
Oh. Housekeeping. Imagine some white hands coming in. Like Kevin Hart's show.
Yeah.
No. We just
I need the napkin.
Oh, I'm sorry, bruh.
Bruv.
Damn, that is embarrassing. That's worse than mine. Boom. All right, that's out the way. Oh, before we start, let's talk about, so Shotgun Sundays, we're going to talk about a whole bunch of things, but obviously with the name Shotgun Sundays, it implies a lot of things. I do believe that we will be drinking, as you see. It's something more laid back, you know, it's not meant for kids, but it's not just going to be about drinking. Shotgun also is a terminology in football. With the season approaching, what's your favorite football team?
Broncos. Wait, cheers.
The Indianapolis Colts.
Who's your quarterback this year?
I don't even know.
What a fan.
Who's yours?
Russell Wilson.
Yeah. Well, since we're both from Seattle, at least we know the quarterback.
I follow my team, though.
The best thing that ever happened to you was Von Miller, and then he left.
Yeah. That's sad.
No, but like if I had to put money on a team that was going super far this year, I think it would be his new team, the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, they're favored to win.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I mean, they should have won last year. I mean, they should have gone all the way.
Literally. I mean, to me, like I said, my favorite team is the Colts, but I'm not going to push, fan or favoritism over goodness. Josh Allen is one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Bro, that
He
game
throws
was...
the ball.
Did you watch the Chiefs and the Bills game?
Uh-oh.
That was insane. Like the last four, it was crazy, man. They were going back and forth. I was nail biting, and I'm not even a fan of them. I just really did want the Chiefs to lose, though. I don't like the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah. Well, nobody likes the Chiefs except for Patrick
Bro, you
Mahomes.
know what team actually looks good this year?
What?
The Dolphins.
Yeah, so Tyreek Hill,
Yeah, they actually look pretty decent.
they do.
We'll see.
And my mom's a huge Cowboys fan, and she texted me 2 days ago. She's like, the Cowboys beat the Sea Chickens, the Seahawks. And I'm like, 1, it's preseason. 2, you won by 8 points. And 3, it's the Cowboys. Like, where are they ever going to go outside of the regular season? Because they ain't going to playoffs.
Well, they might go to the playoffs, but I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl anytime soon.
With football season approaching, I do want to try to get us to go to a couple of games.
Oh, that'll be fun. Hard Rock?
Yep. Miami Dolphins games, the University of Miami games.
Ooh, I want to do that for sure.
Tailgate, like when they play Alabama or something.
They're actually ranked this year, too. I didn't see that.
That's crazy.
They're ranked.
That is crazy. Ooh, excuse me. Man, twisted teeth. Do you have another one over there, bro?
Yeah. Got you, bro.
Thank you.
Bruv.
All right. So week recap. And this week, what we're going to do is we're going to add little story clippets from like Snapchat, Instagram stories or whatever into the editing of this so that people can see that we actually do what we talk about.
Okay.
So what'd you do this past week?
Past week, it was my birthday weekend. Turned 21.
Nah, you did turn 21. In spirit.
In spirit. I'm still young.
You are.
However, so it was my birthday. You were gone. It was like one of your. Wait, I'm trying to think. Lots happened. So what did I do for my birthday? My birthday, I just hung out at the pool like 4 hours, dude. I was up there for a while. Just chilling, did nothing. I was debating whether I was gonna go to Brickell, hang out at Brickell, but then I didn't want to go by myself. I wanted to celebrate a birthday by themselves.
I feel you.
And then the rest of the week, I was just chilling. I didn't really do much. Just work out, go to work and just chill. Made a couple mixes, didn't like any of them, but that was it.
That's what's up, man. That's awesome. I went to Washington. Couldn't be here for your birthday. That sucks.
But I mean, what? This is your sister's wedding. I mean,
true. Well, on the plateau of ranking, I don't know if I'm at liberation to say which one's better.
It's gotta be the wedding.
But no, the venue was amazing, and I got the honors to actually record it. I'll pop in some stuff here and here, and yeah, it was something that I was happy to be a part of. The whole flight experience there was horrible.
How come? You never told me about that.
Well, because like I had an aisle seat, and since it's a direct flight, since it's over 5.5 hours, they serve you twice. So they come through with beverages, sodas, coffee, whatever, juice, twice. So they come through the first, 30 minutes, and then they come with the little snacks, and then they do it again. But in between, so they did it at the, first 30 minutes and the last 30 minutes, but then in between, there was, I think I counted 32 people went to the restroom.
What?
And so I'm trying to, sleep, and if I lean this way, I'm leaning on some girl who's in the middle, and I didn't want to be that guy. So then if I leaned this way, or if I fell asleep and leaned this way, I would get hit in the shoulder. So there was no sleep. I literally was just getting pushed around because the cart kept hitting me. And most people are going to be in the comments, well, why don't you go just fly first class? Well, you want to give me some money? I'll fly first class if you
But
pay
another
for
thing
it.
is too that you got to consider, I feel like I'm getting crowded. And you're way bigger than I am. I'm 5'10", you're fucking 6'5". You could even imagine being
That's all I'm saying, bro. I hate flying, but I love traveling. Doesn't make no damn sense.
I mean, once you get there and you're able to get first class, I mean, it's going to change the perspective.
Oh, it's going to be a game changer. You're going to be with me on my first private flight.
I mean, I hope so.
I just get to pick the location.
That's fine with me.
Oh, we could end up in fucking Starbucks in Austin, Texas.
Let's go to Starbucks. Get me a frappe or something.
Everything's bigger in Texas. I wonder if the coffee's bigger. Coffee beans?
Probably
Nah, but yeah, then I came back and
then we celebrated the rest of the weekend.
We celebrated your weekend.
When you came back.
Yeah.
We went to Story
nightclub. Shout out my boy Marvel. Hooked it up again.
Took us a little bit to get in. I was a little skeptical.
It was.
But we got in. We got in free. And drinking passes too.
Oh yeah, as soon as we got in there, we were treated like royalty. It was just the first hiccup at the front door. Yeah, if you was a bystander looking on, you were like, these guys ain't getting in.
Yeah, for real. We're just two guys just waiting. All the girls are going in. It's look at these two fucking losers.
Literally.
We're just hey, do we know so-and-so? Is he working?
People. And then the thing that I get, it's their job, and they really might not know if he's there or not, or if he even works there. But the fact that, if I say, hey, does so-and-so work here? I mean, I don't know. I get it. It's their job.
Yeah, but we got in, saw Steve Aoki, which was really cool. What did you think about it? Because I know that you're not a big fan of, EDM, stuff like that.
Yeah, it was different. I mean, I would say that it was enjoyable. I had a lot of fun. The music was great. The atmosphere was cool. Everybody was lit. The thing I just didn't like personally was just every song's jumping up and down.
Because he's more
and I'm getting, goddamn.
What would you enjoy more, going to space or going to see Steve Aoki somewhere? Because you know that space is like a different vibe. It's just like
Yeah. If I had to really choose, I would say.
because he does play like Steve Aoki does play like songs that you
Yeah,
know
that I
too.
know.
Yeah,
He was
like
playing, Despacito and all that stuff.
Daddy Yankee, and then he was
Yeah.
like doing pop songs.
Yeah. I'd probably still stick with Steve Aoki, but
Just
I
because
think,
you know his like the songs that he plays.
one, because I know the music, and two, if I think to like sum it all up, it was a great time. I had fun, and I would do it again if and when I can afford a section, so that I don't have to be bumping in
Where?
like at any venue. He could be playing at the pool parties.
So let's say
So
this.
yeah, even if
You can get a table at Space, or you can see like say if he was playing at Story again, Steve Aoki, would you get a table at Story?
That's a good question, because to me, Space has the best venue I've ever been in.
It's a great venue.
I like the vibe of. All right.
Well,
so,
that's more of
I
like.
mean, no, fuck it. Let's get into it. Space. Everybody's there to vibe and enjoy themselves, and everybody's on drugs and stuff.
And like fucked up.
And fucked up.
But
so
they're
trying to have a conversation with a girl is like damn near impossible at Space. Where
Well,
at Story,
you just gotta be on their level, I think.
but I'm never gonna be there.
I get what you're saying.
Like I'm gonna be there, obviously. Like literally, but figuratively, I'm never gonna be there. So that's why I like Story more. But Space, yes. And I even told Ricky, the other Ricky, Space is probably my favorite venue in all of Miami.
It's a cool venue. Like
Yeah, like if they have let's say out of all 30 days in the month, 31 days, however you want to say it, 29 of them is just how it is. But one day where they have like somebody like Steve Aoki, like still
or
EDM,
like someone like pop.
but somebody
more pop?
yeah, like Tiesto,
Calvin
Calvin
Harris.
Harris, something like that. I would love. That would be like my go-to spot.
But that's not the atmosphere they're trying to create at Space.
I know, but I mean,
It's more like a
they're doing good.
hipster kind of like, not hipster, but like hip, like housey, like, class that they're trying to bring in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, that makes
It's a
sense.
niche.
How did you like Steve Aoki?
I liked it. His music's a lot more like he's really good at mixing music because he can go from like dunce, dunce, dunce to like Daddy Yankee, he's really good at mixing. Just for me, I'm not too much like, I'm more of that housey person, like tech house kind of type deal. More of that Space, and that's why I enjoy more time at Space because that's more of my direction of music.
No, yeah, that makes sense. I totally agree. I mean, from what you play at the house, what you mix, because you are a DJ, and stuff like that, like, there's nothing wrong with your music. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
think-
like, for me, I find passion for that music. Like, that's, like, it turns on my ears, I guess. I don't know.
Right. No, yeah, I totally agree. What do you think about Story as a
Venue? It's
Like-
really a Vegas vibe. It kind of reminded me of Moccasin in Vegas.
Hakkasan.
Hakkasan. What did I say, Moccasin?
Moccasin. Hey, they're probably seeing this. They're like, we're going to make a Moccasin in Moscow. Moccasin?
Anyways,
That was a bad joke.
but like how the stuff came down, it just kind of reminded me of like the venue there, and it had like levels, like through like how we were up top watching it, and then we went to the dance floor. That's literally how it is there.
No, yeah.
So like you come up, and then you're on the second level, and then you go down for the dance floor.
Right.
And then there's like always security down there, and then they have to do like a body count, have a certain amount of people. The only thing is, no, they did have tables around the dance floor, huh?
I think so. Yeah, they
Yeah.
did, but I was so messed up, I didn't even realize it.
No, they did because we
Until
were by one. We were by one,
Right.
And then there's a security right like on the. Yeah, so it is just
How'd
like
you feel
that.
about the workers there and their dress attire? Like the
I forgot-
women.
I forgot why they're all dressed up. They're all dressed up in like Halloween costumes. I don't even know why.
Yeah, I don't.
We never even asked them why either.
No, I'm assuming it's because they did release a video on Instagram the day after, on Saturday, well yesterday, and it said Steve Aoki's Playhouse. So maybe like that's his theme whenever he goes to clubs and stuff is his Playhouse. So like he has like bunnies and others. Like I saw like a Wonder Woman, I guess it would be called.
Yeah, and Spider-Man. I saw a Woody outfit.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, they look great. I mean, I'm
I mean,
not gonna
the
say
workers
nothing.
there though, top notch
Top notch.
for sure.
It's a requirement, I would say.
I think
They'll never admit it, but it's a requirement. You have to look good.
definitely.
But then 9 times out of 10, I'm not going. If I go to an establishment like that, like if I go and I try to, I would never try to go be Baywatch or like a lifeguard like that because I know my body ain't in that top shape. So like I know that they're never gonna say, oh, you have to look good to be here. But I think that 95% of the people who actually apply for those jobs already look good because they know like, oh, I can compete or I can't, so I'm not even gonna try.
Sure.
Which is messed up, but it's like it's so funny that people know their lanes in certain situations, and then sometimes they be getting out of lane, and then that's when everybody snaps, and then the world shuts down. Like,
Right. But yeah, that was a good time. We got kind of tired, and then what time did we get home? Like
3:30.
I was already done. I was really drunk.
Yeah, I don't even remember. I just remember I'm like, hey, I'm about to order the Uber.
I don't even remember the ride home, or me drinking the rest of the alcohol at the house.
Speaking of, we tried a new tequila. Well, new to me, that tequila. It was pretty good actually. It wasn't the worst I've had. It obviously wasn't the best. The best I've had at Victor's house. It was the vase looking one.
Class.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that it's the best because of the price. I'm just saying like it was the smoothest that I've had. There may be something cheaper that's better, and let me know. Let us know in the comment section because we're balling on the budget, baby.
Yeah, so that was our week, and then now we're here on Sunday, just chilling.
Just chilling.
Ready for another week in Miami.
Yeah. Bro, how you like Miami so far?
Me?
Yeah.
I like it. It's similar to Cali in some aspects, but at the same time, it's its own thing.
Right.
Like you'll go in parts of Miami, like Little Havana, and it's like, damn, am I in Cuba? Or Puerto Rico? It's like you go there and it's like a different world, bro. Like everyone's like speaking Spanish, all like Cuban, Puerto Rican restaurants, and like you feel like you're out of the country.
And you're only like 6 blocks away from the house.
And then you're only 6 blocks away, and then you go up 2 blocks, and then you're all like in the nightlife kind of atmosphere.
Right.
And then you go to Brickell. Brickell is like the same, but like richy, It's like different aspects. And then Wynwood is all artsy-dartsy.
Very. But that's what makes all of those places so unique. And, the cool thing about Miami is you could hit all those places in one day.
That's crazy.
You could go to, brunch in Wynwood. Then you go, nightlife, obviously on nightlife. You do dinner in Cayocho. And then at Brickell, you do happy hour. Like, you just hit all of them.
And then you can hit up South Beach, too, if you wanted to.
Yeah. And for those watching, actually, I will say this. We have a different dynamic than 99% of people in Miami because we're still trying to get accustomed to things. But most people in Miami who are from here, they don't just go to one spot and then stay there all night. They always go to, a bar to pregame or a club to pregame, then go to another club and then end up at the strip club. We have yet to have a night like that. I think the most we've ever done was 2, and it was YG, and then we went to the Wharf. But then after that, we went home. Like that would.
The first time was when I first came out here. The first night where I got drunk. Mm-hmm. The first story that we talked about. When
I almost threw up.
Yeah, we went to the bars. We were bar hopping.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ended up at the strip club.
But
I think out of all the places, because we went to like 3 or 4 before the strip club. So I think that was the most.
Yeah. No, yeah, that makes sense. In that terms, yes, I guess I lied because we did. But what I'm saying is like most people in Miami, like they'll buy a table at 3 different clubs in one night.
Which is crazy.
But we've seen it happen several times. I mean,
people have money.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I'll be there one day. I don't know about you, but I mean, even if I had, to go to 3 clubs with the same objective at each club, because me, 100%, all honesty, if I'm going out to a club, it's either we're celebrating something. So if we're celebrating something, that's one thing. But if we go out, the objective is either, okay, I really like this artist. So like if Lil Durk was performing, I'd go because I like Lil Durk. But if it was like fucking, let's say, dang, there's a lot of artists I like, so I'm trying to think of one that I don't like without being rude.
Do you like something pop?
Yeah, if Miley Cyrus was performing, I mean, I know one song, but I wouldn't go there with intentions to see her. So we'd have to be going for somebody's like birthday or something. Right. So like to go to 3 different spots.
Like, oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Like, there has to be like an artist or something for you to go there.
Right.
Okay, that makes more sense. Because I would, like, if I'm having a good time at a club, why leave? Exactly. That's my, like, why leave? To go to another one just to say I did or can? Like, you're right. Like, there has to be an objective. But the thing is, though, here in Miami, all the artists go on at the same time. It's like 3, 4 o'clock.
In the morning, yeah.
So it's like, what are your chances of actually seeing 3 in one night?
Very unlikely.
Exactly.
But
so why leave?
I will say though, if you go to the tip, Miami tip, if you got a big bag, for most of the, and I don't know actually for EDM artists, like after they leave space where they go, but I will say for like all the rappers who leave Live, Story, Bottle Blonde, after they leave, you know, they all have the sets at the same time, so you might not be able to catch them all at the same time. But Booby Trap on the River, it's very hard to get in, and it's very expensive. It's a strip club, but if you get in, there was a night where James Harden was in there, Drake, T.I., and like Kodak Black, like 6 other famous people all in one place at one time. Like they all went there to after party, and they were there from, 5 in the morning until 11 a.m.
Fuck, that's crazy.
But trying to get in, if you're not a girl, is very hard.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Speaking about all the nightlife and stuff, what's the drunkest you think you've been in Miami?
Drunkest I've been in Miami?
Yeah.
I think it was when...
Probably the first night you got here. The first time, when I killed the whole bottle. Well, when we killed the whole bottle and I almost threw up.
I would say that was like the most drunk. But since I moved, I think it has to be that night I went to Club Space.
Oh yeah, he was lit.
I was gone.
I was with you though.
I bought the bottle. We had to go meet a friend, which I was annoyed because he told us to come. We were drinking,
right.
And then they were rushing us. I mean, we did take a little bit to get there.
But that's the thing that I don't understand is everybody's on Miami time until it's like we have to be somewhere. Like if we show up, like if we invite somebody else, they're on Miami time.
Right.
But if we get invited and we're like, okay, it's Miami time, we could be a little late.
Yeah.
Then everybody wants to get
there
pissy
early.
fit and be like, oh, no. I told you to be here at 1:14 a.m.
We
was out here at 1:15.
They did get us in for free though too. When they paid for tickets.
Yeah.
Which kind of did suck for them. But I just remember we bought a whole bottle of tequila. We were just gonna bring it over for
shits and giggles.
Shits and giggles to share with them, turn up a little bit. And then they're waiting for us outside the apartment. So we're like, fuck, what am I gonna do with this tequila bottle that I have in my hand? I was like, well, guys, let's take some shots first before we get in the Uber.
All right.
And then the girl's like, oh, you can just give it to the front desk lady and she'll hold it for us. I was like, okay. She said no. I was like, well, I'm not gonna leave the bottle here. I'm gonna drink as much as I can before I get in. I remember, and then when we got there, I was just in line and you see this fucking me just holding this Hornitos bottle, like hiding it. And then I drank as much as I could and then I just threw it in the bush. And yeah.
Oh yeah, I was there right next to you. And I was like, oh man, this Hornitos, it's good, but like to just shot after shot after shot, no chaser, shot after shot after shot, it was rough. I feel for you.
Yeah, and then you left, I think like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I left at 3:30.
I stayed there till 7, right before they usually put they open up the rooftop.
Right.
So I didn't get to see that. It was still dark inside.
Well, next time.
Yeah.
You were supposed to go last night, weren't you?
I was, but I had to work. today, technically.
Makes sense. Yeah, I think the drunkest I've ever been in Miami was New Year's Eve of this year. Like 2021 going into 2022, you weren't here. It was me. I was hanging out. You remember Leo?
From college?
No, Leo that has the penthouse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so shout out my boy Leo. He invited me to this party where it's a DJ group. It's two of them, and their name's Cream with a K.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know who it was, but I guess everybody there did. We got a table, and he was like, yeah, if you pitch in, this much, you could just hop in the table with us. It's an open bar from 9 until midnight. So then I get in there, and I'm boom, boom, shot. It's free. Here's $1. Here's $1. I was making it rain on the bartenders. I was like, just let me get 5 shots. Here you go. And then I got drunk. And then we were 3 hours ahead. So then from Washington, where all my family's from. So at midnight, it happens. I record myself. I'm like, woohoo, Happy New Year's. You send it to your dad? No, not Happy New Year's. I posted on my story. And then I even comment, I know I'm early. But then like 5 minutes later, I like walk to the bathroom and I'm like, oh, it'd probably be a cool thing to like call my mom and little sister or whoever, and I'm like, okay, it's Happy New Year's. So I call everybody, Happy New Year's. And they're like, the countdown hasn't even started yet. And I'm like, well, it's already midnight here. And I was just a little intoxicated. And then actually that venue that they had rented out, I don't know what happened, but the cops came and they're like, you have to shut it down. So it's like 3 a.m. And then everybody's like trying to figure out what they're doing next. Granted, we paid for this table and there was 2 bottles. Oh
yeah, I think you told me about this.
2 bottles of alcohol.
That you guys didn't even touch it.
That they didn't even touch. So me being me, I don't know if it was because I was drunk or because I was not trying to get ripped off.
Probably both.
I saw every other table, the workers going there, grabbing the buckets, taking off, and then the alcohol they probably reuse, which we get into another story because I have a whole philosophy on that. So before they got to our table, I took one, loosened up my belt, put it in there, tightened the belt, took the other, said like that. So now I'm walking like Frankenstein, trying to not be seen or like nobody knows. Not even the people I was with knew. Because if I would have brought it out and said, hey, I got the bottle.
They would have said something.
Yeah. So then I'm like, okay, so let's just go about our business. So I'm outside and we're out there for like probably 25, 30 minutes. And at this time, my waist is like getting like, it's like getting sore because it's like pinching me and stuff. So like I can't even sit down. I'm like standing up the whole time. Everybody else is sitting on the curb. And the funniest thing was everybody's like, all right, we're just gonna go home. So everybody started Ubering off. So then I get in the Uber and I get home. And then I finally pull these things out and I set them there. And in my head, I'm thinking, did I really just steal bottles from the club? And then I woke up the next morning and I FaceTimed Leo and I was like, man, last night was lit. And then he was like, yeah, bro, everybody, got fucked up. Everybody had fun. And then I was like, yeah, I had a little too much fun. I kind of stole the bottles. And he's like, what do you mean? You just drank a lot? Like you drank more than everybody else? I'm like, no, I actually stole like the physical bottles.
What do you say?
And he's like, no, let me see. And a whole bottle of Tito's and a whole bottle of Casamigos. And then I put them in my freezer. And the funny thing is, so as many people now, like the older I get, having bottles that aren't like the Clase Azul ones, the ones that look cool, like just having them like as like decorations, like how we did in college, is just like cringy, But at the time, me and my roommate at that time, he actually had Casamigos bottles that he had already finished, so they had the tops on them. Because these 2 ones didn't come with tops. Oh, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, so when I was in the Uber, I was holding them so that they didn't spill. Because there was no tops. Because, in the nightlife business, they have to give you the bottle with the top off so that you can either finish it or you leave it. That's the whole point. You can't take it home. So this whole time, I'm trying not to get spilled on. My stomach is all sticky with tequila and vodka. And it's just, one of them nights. But I take the 2 lids off or the corks off the other 2 and put them in there, and me and my roommate had bottles for the next 2 weeks. Because we only drink on the weekends, like, really. I mean, we'll have a drink here and there during the week, but, like, we get fucked up on the weekends.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that shit was funny, though, bro. Like,
that is crazy.
Yeah.
I used to do that in college, like...
Steal bottles? From the bars and stuff?
No, from house parties.
Oh, my gosh, Ricky. Did you ever steal one from mine, motherfucker?
Maybe.
Oh my, if y'all want to hear about some of our house parties, he's thrown some crazy house parties. I've thrown some crazy house parties now that I think about it. Because bro, at one point we was charging people to come in and people were still coming. I made a bag off my college.
Like, think about that though. Like, if someone had a house, like a charge to get in the house, like I'll be like, what the fuck? There's probably a party like up the street.
Right. Well, everybody was at my house for some reason. I think it's because we had an incentive though. The Halloween party. We were like, we'll give out cold hard cash for the best costume. So everybody's like, I'm lit. I'm dripped. I'm so damn fly. Everybody's walking in. It's $2 for you. It's $5 for you. At one point, Victor was like, it's $50 for y'all frat boys to get in if you want to come in a piece. They're like, that ain't nothing. There you go. I was like, oh my God. We getting rich. But yeah. Let us know if you want to hear some of those crazy stories because, you know, he played on the baseball team. I don't think they actually knew that about you. Or maybe they did. But he lived at the baseball house, so it was cool going to those parties. It was a different type of crowd. You know, it's just more like baseball crazies is wild. Baseball parties, hockey parties. Those were two, like, the teams that just got fucked. Obviously football, but football you had to know somebody who knew somebody.
Yeah.
Right? It was hard
football
to get
was more like selective.
Yeah, it was like...
It's like you definitely need to, like, know somebody on the team or something.
Literally. It was at some points, to me, trying to get in football parties was just as hard, if not harder, than trying to get in frat parties. For certain ones.
Some, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But
they always managed to be at my house, so.
All the football players.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, because they loved you. Shout out Victor. He was what helped me. I knew all the athletes, and I wasn't one. I mean, I played basketball, but I wasn't, like, good or nothing, you know. Somebody had asked for our Ask the Host, they said, where would you like to visit in the United States? And then where would you like to visit in the world? If you could go anywhere and money wasn't an issue.
Anywhere.
So let's start with the United States first. Where would you? Because there are some hidden gems in the U.S.
There are. I would probably, since I'm getting older, and I appreciate, you know, how I'm like in the hospitality, you know, scene kind of now. I've been appreciating wine more. I think I would go to Napa. I know it sounds cheesy, but like I definitely would want to go see those wineries.
No, yeah.
Because I've already been to like all of California, basically. That's the only part of California I haven't been to. And then I've been to Seattle, I've been to Oregon. There's nothing in the middle that I would want to like, maybe Texas.
Right.
But I feel like Texas, there's no fun in it. You know, I've been to Boston, been to the East Coast. I don't want to go to New York. New York sounds horrible. Miami, we're here. I don't think there's anywhere else. Maybe Hawaii, I've never been to Hawaii, but I feel like even then it's been overdone.
Makes sense.
Like, I'd rather go to an island somewhere else.
Right.
Like, I'd rather go do Puerto Rico again than go to Hawaii.
Puerto Rico, first off.
Yeah. Definitely do that instead.
Where would you go in the world?
Probably Spain.
Spain?
I think we talked about this. Like,
yeah.
I would go to Barcelona and then do the whole coast down. Like a little road trip down.
That'd be so fun, bro.
Yeah, so fun.
You're going to do it. Actually, I think that you could do that I would say by 2025, you'll be able to do that. Mm-hmm. And it's not because I want to come with you, which I do, but it's because I actually see that that's something you're passionate about. Because if you talk about things more than once with me, that means that you actually care about it. Mm-hmm. So I could see that happening.
And I have a buddy in Madrid too, so I'll probably go down the whole coast and then meet him, because I think Madrid's like towards the middle of Spain.
That makes sense. That's lit. For me, in the United States, where would I go? Off the top of my head, I would say probably the one place. There's a lot of places, hidden gems in the U.S. that I haven't been to, but Philadelphia. I would definitely go to Philadelphia.
Really? How come?
I don't know. The way that it just, like, I watch documentaries and different films.
There is definitely like a lot of history.
Yeah, so it's like Philadelphia. I don't like the Eagles. It's not like I'm trying to go there to see the team. Like, I literally just think what really did it was Kevin Hart. Like, Kevin Hart just speaks so highly of his.
From Philly, right?
Yeah, he's from Philly. He speaks so highly of Philadelphia that I actually did research on it because Kevin Hart's one of my role models. You know, I look up to him. So it was just like Philadelphia. I mean, and then I actually was talking to somebody and they said it's a place in Utah. It's a resort, but that shit looked lit.
Utah is really pretty.
I used to live there. I didn't realize how pretty it was when I lived there.
And then until you're gone?
Until I was gone. And then if I could go anywhere in the world, I'm taking my sister, Hannah, to Bora Bora. Because...
Not me?
I mean, you guys could tag along too, but I'm for sure if there's only one airplane and it only got 2 seats, it's me and my sister. But I mean, if you want to come, you can come. I just think Bora Bora would be lit. I think the first time I ever heard about it was Couples Retreat with Vince Vaughn. Great movie, by the way. And yeah, it's just, I mean, they said the 4 seasons and it looked.
They have 4 seasons everywhere.
I know, but like, just imagine being on the toilet and you could like drop a rod in the water and catch a tropical fish, bro. Like, you literally could see, like, you're on the shitter and you're seeing the ocean.
That's crazy.
That, first off, it's crazy because I don't know where the pipes are at. So is it going straight in the ocean or what? But you know what I mean. But yeah, Bora Bora and Philadelphia. Those would be my 2. What you doing this upcoming week?
This upcoming week, same grind, you know, just work and work out, and that's basically it. I don't really have big plans this week. We do have a friend coming though this weekend, so we're expecting him, which we haven't seen in a while. I haven't seen in a while, and I'm excited to see him.
Yeah,
it's always a good time.
He'll actually probably be the guest on the next episode.
Yeah, it would be. We could talk about the time at the Globe.
What happened at the Globe? Oh, we can. Huh? Yeah, we can. Yeah. Stay tuned for the next episode. We're gonna have a special guest, Dimitri, and we're also gonna. Our crazy story is gonna be about how this guy, Ricflo, decided to be a hoe. In other terms.
Oh man, that was a good night.
It was a great night.
Man, you guys came in clutch for me.
We tried. Yeah, that's all you got coming up this week. This week for me, I think. We have Marvel's podcast tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm hoping.
I gotta, just projects that I have to shoot. Edit my sister's wedding videos. Some of them already came out flawless.
So are they making like a DVD, or like what are they doing for that?
So for me, I got creative control over it. So that was like the agreement. So like I would, she paid for my flight and my accommodations. And then since I did it for her, I'm going to create a whole recap. It's going to be like, 10 to 20 minutes long, showcasing everything, them saying their vows. My dad officiated the wedding, or our dad, and stuff like that. And then also I will do, since she's very big on Instagram and wants to be Instagram famous or whatever, TikTok famous, I'll have little reels and little snippets, minutes
for her.
Yeah, just different cool little things. You know how Instagram is with the reels and stuff. I mean, we have to do them for this, and that's how we get some of our coverage. So yeah, so just projects like that. And then I think this weekend like he said, we have Dimitri coming to town. And then...
So probably going out more?
Yeah, we're definitely going to go out, maybe hit a baseball game if there's any. I don't think...
Oh, you guys are going to try to go to the football game, right?
Yeah, we're going to go to we're going to try to go to the Orange Blossom Classic, which is FAMU, so Florida A&M and Jackson State, 2 very lucrative and prestigious HBCUs. And it's at the stadium where the Dolphins play. I think it will be cool just because we've all been to tailgates for football, but I've never been involved with the HBCU, which I wish I could have. And and then to mix that with one of the, you know, America's favorite sport, it's just like top tier. I mean, I don't know. It's just gonna be full of freaking like good vibes. I hope.
Oh, I think so too.
And then I do know that on Monday is Labor Day. We're gonna do something crazy for that.
I think we should start at the pool, because that was fun last time for 4th of July.
We'll either start at this pool or a pool or any pool, but
I think we need to.
yeah, definitely. It'll be fun. Yeah.
Stay tuned.
That's pretty much it. Any other closing remarks?
No, just thanks to the watchers that are actually watching.
No, yeah, absolutely. Thank you for watching Shotgun Sundays, hosted by JWavy.
Ricflo.
And, you know, stay tuned for next episode. We have a special guest. We're going to have more special guests coming up. Yeah, this is...
Yeah, let us know if you're trying to be on it, to be honest.
Yeah. The cool thing is, so with technology nowadays, you don't actually have to be here. We would love to have people here, but you know, we could set up a Zoom call or whatever, put a laptop over here. We could get it done as long as, you know, people want to see the people. And yeah, so thank you for tuning in.
Like, who knows? Like, if we get big, like, we can fly someone out here.
No, yeah. What I was thinking was
that's like the goal.
Maybe in December or November. Having a giveaway. So like you have to like, comment, subscribe, and then on Instagram you have to, you know, like and then repost and then tag like 3 friends, and then the winner of it gets flown out here, gets taken out to a couple clubs. Like they get to spend the weekend with us, and then they get to be our special guest.
A lot of people have been saying that they like our logo. I think we should make a t-shirt and do that as a giveaway. That would be sick.
That would be cool. Y'all want t-shirts?
I want a t-shirt. Shit.
I know, we could definitely get t-shirts. We could get, what would be cool is to get automatic shotgun tools, because they make them with our logo on it. That'd be sick.
That would,
because that would sell on college campuses. That would be big. We're gonna look into that actually, like within the next 5 minutes. But no, thank you for tuning in. It's been real. Yeah, just thank you for the support. Follow us on Instagram. Sunday. Ooh, the Twisted Tea got me. Follow us on Instagram at Shotgun Sundays Podcast. Follow him on Instagram, The Real Ricflo. Follow me, JWavy Goes Crazy. And we're going to continue to do this thing. And
until we get bored.
I'm never going to get bored of talking to a camera, man. I got stories for days.
Same. It's fun too. It's honestly fun. I don't care if no one watches. It's just fun to hang out with your boy, drink a little bit.
Cheers.
And just bullshit.
And shoot the shit.